Burnout red flag number 28 is about your priorities. And yes, there's a reason why I've got a sticky star on my chest, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. Because red flag number 28 is when it seems like everything else is more important than what you need. And maybe that's really basic things like eating, staying hydrated, taking a rest. If you're in any situation where it's reasonably easy to say, well, actually, it does matter that I help everybody else or that I finish this task or whatever, then it's really easy to forget about yourself. I've run workshops for midwives who've joked about how the capacity of their bladders, not to be too personal, because they don't get a chance to go for a wee. I constantly talk to groups of head teachers and teaching assistants who never get to drink a hot drink because they don't get to it before it's gone cold. And those little red flags about it just not getting what you need or can be really serious if they carry on. So have a think about your basic things about what you're eating, how you're eating, when you're eating, and whether you're getting enough water, whether you're getting enough breaks. One of the stories in my Burnout Buster book for red flag number 28 is from a wonderful guy, Ian, working as a national sales manager, driving up and down the country, trying to meet the needs of all his regional managers and their customers and everything that needed to happen. And Ian got very close to burnout and he started to be physically ill. But what he also noticed was that he wasn't eating properly. He was eating in the car and eating things that weren't very good for his system. He drank more alcohol, and getting the job done was always more important than what he needed right then, whether that was, finishing work somewhere before 11 p.m. and he was always worrying about whether he'd served his team well enough. And Ian describes it like being a car and not taking it for the MOT and just completely ignoring the fact that you need oil, or you need to pump up the tyres, or you need to put some water in, and thinking of yourself as a car. What is it that you need? Do you need a full MOT, or do you just need a quick service? But at the very, very least, we need to put petrol in the tank. So it's about looking after yourselves. And a guy that I used to work with, Steve Thurlow, he also shared his story with me. And one of the things Steve did was he retired and moved to a place near the beach. He has for very many years looked after his health and well-being as a priority, and those things are absolutely crucial. And we have to learn that the hard way. Steve certainly learned that the hard way when you read his story. So what this star is all about is a bit sticky. If you've ever seen me live, so in a workshop or at a conference keynote or whatever, then you may even have one of these. Because I like to give them out to remind people how important they are and that you need to look after yourself before you can look after everybody else. And I use the acronym STAR, which stands for Someone Truly Amazing Really. Remember that about yourself. You're someone truly amazing really, and you deserve to get what you need in order to be able to then help everybody else.